Hello, 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 and good evening, and good evening. Welcome to a very, very, very special day for SaffronSACAP. My name is Giz Ojiako, and I am the Director for Programs for SaffronSACAP. And I have today my colleagues who I will introduce. I'm going to start with Yemi first. So Yemi, if you'd like to take the floor.
Okay. Yay! I'm going to shout. I just want to say we're grateful to be here. We're grateful to have this space in your homes, on your social media handles. It is a pleasure and it is an honor. And good evening to everybody from all over the world. Good afternoon, good morning. God knows where it is, somewhere in the world, but we are happy to be here, and we're very grateful to God for the length of time that we've been able to say hello to you, and also good night as well. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening, and stay blessed, stay safe. Giz, over to you, darling.
Thank you so much. I do have other directors on who I will introduce as we go on. You know what? Today is a very special day. Like I said when I started, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to delay, and I know I'm going to delay because what Zoom does, Zoom gives us time to catch up. So I know people will be rushing in from wherever. They know our times. They'll be waiting to sit down. But the reason why I'm going to delay is because I want to share this special moment with everybody on here today. I always say, whenever you come to Saffron's home, you never leave the same because you are family. Okay. We obviously started this journey with all of you. Some of you are new to the platform, but we have our regulars. We have our regular family. So at this stage, I want to start by saying, first of all, welcome to everybody who is on at this point in time. I'm seeing some old faces as usual, but I'm also seeing some very new faces. And that makes me happy because it just means more people are joining the SaffronSACAP family. I also want to say good evening to our Facebook family, dependable Facebook family, always there, always watching, always keeping Yemi very busy all evening because she catches up with all your statements and your questions.
I forgot to welcome them.
That's fine. I've saved you. I've just redeemed you. So Yemi, please work her hard tonight for forgetting you guys. Just work her really hard. Any questions, any statements, anything you want to put out there, please, please, please do so. And Yemi is going to answer all your questions. I will, before I go on, I'm going to call on Marcia. Um, Marcia is one of our directors. Marcia, please unmute and let me ask you to unmute and just bear with me.
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Hi, welcome everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. It's Saffron's been going for about a year, and some of you have been with us from the very beginning. So this is saying thank you from me and thank you from the rest of us. And I hope tonight we can just reflect and just remember the good old sessions we've had, and also ideas for moving forward. Remember, you're part of Saffron, and once you start with Saffron, you're always going to be part of Saffron. So please engage and let's keep talking.
Thank you, Marcia. And I want to hand over to you, Yemi, so you can do the honors. We do have a very special guest, even though all of you are special guests. But this is also
Oh, she's run away.
now
She's hiding.
she
Well, I am
yeah,
going
she's
to call her out anyway, and she knows I'm going to call her out because I saw her join us. Yes, I need to redeem myself first from my Facebook family. Yes, I am, and I still remain your host on Facebook. So please speak with me, send me questions. I will put it out to everyone out here, and I will also ensure that we communicate the answers to your questions back to you on Facebook. However, if you actually want to join in the main discussion, join us on Zoom. I will also post the details to join us in the Facebook comments. We really just want to welcome, quite really we welcome everybody, your family. But however, we want to welcome, and I think she has run off. She literally ran off.
yeah.
Our
I
chair,
think she's running.
Saffron SDGF chair in Lagos. She has been our chair for quite a few years, and she popped her head in, and as soon as I said I was going to introduce her, I think she dodged it. No worries. It is good to have had her here briefly. Hopefully, she'll join us again, and I will be able to introduce her. We also want to welcome one of our most favorable family members, Yemi C. Jenkins, MBE. You're welcome. Vivian, absolutely number one family member, you're welcome. Muideen, all the way from Lagos, our media guy, you're welcome. We have Saffron Social Development, and I know that is Mr. Lekon Ashiwaju. You're welcome. And he's our one of our directors in Abuja. So you're welcome, everyone. This, I will hand this over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So yes, a massive welcome to each and every one of you. So we've got family from across the waters, which is also always very nice to have our family with us. So, wow, guys. It's 1 year. It's 1 year, you know. Who would have thought that we would still be going, you know? A year ago, the UK and many parts of the world were hit with the devastation of COVID-19. At that time, I don't know if any of us saw what was up ahead. But from SaffronSACAP's point of view, you know, we were an organization that was set up via the brainchild of our CEO, Mrs. Yemi Ebulu Eyuruntari. And SACAP, as you have known, for those of you that know our story, was born from a much more global Saffron, which is the Saffron Development Global Foundation, which is based in Nigeria. Now, you know, Yemi saw the need for bringing the community together within the UK. And as a result, we sat down and talked about it. And then, you know, SACAP was it hadn't yet been birthed, you know, it was going through what we call the conception stage, you know, and it went through a really rocky conception stage, but to the glory of God, you know, we birthed it. And we didn't, I will never, ever take this glory alone, because first of all, we put God first, and then we put you, the community, because what we do or what we did or what we've decided to do was based on what we saw within our community, you understand? And that formed, you know, the decision for us to go ahead. Now, rewind back, we're going to take you back a year, which was March 2020, yes? So, well, let's go to February, because February we sat down, we were planning to launch, we were supposed to launch the 19th of March 2020. Very excited. Venue, we got a venue, we were very lucky, we got a strategic place in Gillingham in Kent. You know, everything was set. We had more than 500 guests that had agreed that they were coming. You know, so you can imagine this was a buzzing time for SaffronSACAP. We were ready. We were ready to put ourselves out into the community. We were ready to put ourselves out, you know, for partners and organizations. You know, we were knocking on doors and saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we would like to do. And then lockdown, you know, that key that locked the world, it locked us down. Okay. And what could we you know what, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, because we were devastated, you know, but we also knew that we still had a job to do regardless, you know. So we sat down and we thought, and I can't take the glory for this, because this came from Yemi, and Yemi had been listening to I won't name it for obvious reasons, but Yemi had been listening to a program, and that's where the inspiration came from. And we sat and we talked about it, and I was like, what? Every single week? I was like, nah, we're not going to be able to do that, you know. I said, do you know what it means to come out every single week? And she said, Giz, we have to do it, because, you know, we're in lockdown. The only way, by then we didn't even know what Zoom was. So I said, okay, yeah. So how are we going to do it? We were thinking of using Facebook. And I said, yeah, okay, we'll try and use Facebook. And, you know, we sat there and we talked, and long story short, we came up with the voice over talk show. And how did we stumble on Zoom? I can't even remember, but we found Zoom.
We found Zoom.
I don't think Zoom,
or Zoom found us.
I don't know. We just managed, we stumbled on Zoom. And to be honest, if we were to take you back to our very first
Oh, don't.
voiceover, we will play it.
Ah,
We have, listen guys, we have a 12-week period from today for the next 12 weeks leading us up to our birthday, which is actually the 2nd of June. There's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of looking at, you know, where we've come from to where we are now. So please stay tuned. So basically, we then decided, okay, March, April, May. It took us time to sit down and think of the content. Now, how did we come across the content? We listened to our community. We went out into the community. We asked questions. We listened to what you were saying to us.
Yeah.
And we took all that with us, and we now sat down and we then devised programs around what the issues were. Not all of them were negative, some of them were very positive issues, but in every community, as you all know, there are challenges. Okay, now we are a very solution focused organization. Yeah, we're not super women, but we are men, because we do have a man, but we are a very solution focused organization. And it had to be a case of, okay, how can we help the community, or how can we signpost our community to where they can get help? And if you have been joining us every Wednesday, we used to do Tuesdays and then we changed it to Wednesdays. And if you have been following us, you would have seen a lot of the outcomes, the positive outcomes that have come from a lot of the challenges that are faced within our community. And, you know, without saying much, I would like to say thank you to all of you who tune in, all of you who send us emails, WhatsApp, text messages, you know, with issues. And some of you even send solutions, you know. So the teamwork has been absolutely amazing. So yes, that was the birth. That was how we started this. It's been a long journey. It's been, you know, it's been an interesting journey. We've learned a lot along the way. You know, we've learned from the professionals we've had on here. You know, we've had medical doctors, we've had lawyers, we've had social workers, we've had people in the educational profession. We've had the youngsters, you know, we've had the young ones who, believe it or not, you know, we learned a lot from them as well. You know, we learned that we need to learn to listen to them more, because we haven't been listening as a community. Our young need us to listen to them a lot more. So we just want to use this medium to say thank you. It's going to be a long 12 weeks. Today, we're just going to focus on the 1 year, you know, post COVID-19 pandemic. How has it been for you? How has this year, how has from 2019 March to 2020 March to 2021 March? That's the year, right? I keep saying 2019 because in my head, 2020 didn't happen.
It didn't happen, did it?
It didn't
It sort of
happen. So
skipped.
yeah, so but it was there. It's just that we were all in lockdown and there was so much, you know, we mustn't forget to mention, we will not forget to mention the families who lost loved ones along the way. You can't talk about the pandemic without mentioning, we've had lots of deaths, and we want to reach out to every family and just say, you know, our hearts and our thoughts are with you all. You're in our prayers daily, and you know, we just hope that you're finding some kind of solace, you know, that in all of this. And for those who COVID-19 has changed, it's changed a lot within communities. People have lost jobs. There is a lot of uncertainty. There are some people who are not dead, but their lives are not the same. We reach out to you as well, and we say, you know, keep going, you know, just keep going. You're here we're here a year later, and we thank God for every one of you and every one of us that is here. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to Yemi now to take over. Yeah, just know that it's an open house today. We want to hear from you. We want to
We actually
hear.
want to hear from people first. If anyone has something to say, please do.
Yeah, please let us know how it's been for you. Just remember, it's an open forum and it's virtual, so that means we are live. You are on a public space. You are in a public space, so please don't deliver any details that are confidential. Yeah, so we'll just give us generic stories. We don't really want to have names and people who are not here to defend themselves. We wouldn't really want to be mentioning them for obvious reasons. So at this juncture, I'm just going to open the floor, and please feel free to chat with us. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Hi.
Hello. Who's that?
It's Vivian.
I can't see.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Viv. How are you?
Hi. I look a bit of a mess, so I'm not putting my face
That's
on.
all right.
Yeah. My gosh, I just want to say thank the Lord for all of you. I see you as friends. Of course, Giz is I call her my sister from another mother for obvious reasons. But anyway, but so proud of everything you have done this past year. It's been wonderful to listen every week. I've definitely learned a few things. Hopefully after lockdown, there can be like a massive get together and we can actually get to meet you all in person. That will be lovely. 2020 has been a tough year. I had a hip operation just maybe 2 to 3 weeks before the lockdown. And so it's been a year of basically staying indoors. And I keep mentioning Giz because we would usually be catching up now, having a meal, having her daughter cook or something. So it's been a tough year. I've not seen, both her and Chinny in that fact. I mean, I saw them once or twice. But it's been hard in that respect. I haven't been able to go out because I live on the other side of town and they all live on the other side. But this has helped. I've had some interesting topics. I've learned some things I didn't know a lot about. Probably I would say sickle cell was probably one of them. That was very informative. The immigration, that's another one. And I think even the last one of the last month of the disabilities and the achievements of children. And there's one auntie, I can't remember her name now, who
Grace
talks very, yes. I can never forget her. I just think she's so amazing. She's very passionate about what she believes in, and I've taken a lot from it. I just want to say thank you. How to manage your money. I've learned a lot of things. I've passed some of it to my children. And I certainly hope that I can get them to the sessions as the year goes on. But just want to say thank you. Thank you. You are all amazing people. And more grease to your elbow. Don't give up. Keep going. And the Lord continue to strengthen you and make way for you. Open doors that, open doors of opportunities for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, that's it's amazing to hear you reel out the shows that we've done. It's, that basically tells us that we're connecting, and I think from the beginning that's all we really wanted to do. So you said the sickle cells, immigration, the disabilities, and how to manage your money. Yeah, amazing. And there will be so much more of that to come and more, because that's Saffron's that's our aim is to connect with the community and change you. So how you were March 2020, we don't want you to be the same March 2021. And by his grace, March 2022 it will be a different Vivian as well. So thank you, Vivian. Thank you so much. Oh, we have to recognize Ollie. Ollie is in the house. Ollie, good evening. Are you there?
Oh, what have I done?
I
Sorry.
don't know what you've done, Ollie. How are you?
Oh,
Good.
yeah, I'm
It's so lovely
fine.
to see you.
I just sneaked in from work. Sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, we saw
How are
you.
I might as well just do my speech, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, please go ahead, Ollie. It's 1 year. You've been with us and you've
I know.
contributed.
So,
Go ahead.
what can I say? What can I say? Thanks so much. Thanks for the audience and thank you for the sisterly love. Obviously, I'm in Scotland, which I don't see a lot of my type in Scotland. So being locked in, I'd only just moved office just 3 weeks before the lockdown. So
Wow.
so I was trying to find my feet and in a new local authority completely. I was trying to find my feet, trying to navigate my way, you know, making new friends. Well, not friends, but you know what I mean. And I think I didn't really value what I had because most of my families are in England, right? So I'm just used to like, you know, just drive down when I want. But it's just the luxury, you know, suddenly COVID made it such a luxury where we couldn't even cross borders. And there are times I would cross the borders, but obviously it's work related. So as much as I'm very, very busy, it was such a lonely time as well in my own personal life. Not lonely that I didn't have anybody to talk to or I didn't have any company at home, but it was just lonely. I don't know how to describe it. You know, it's just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think it was one of my curious days. I was looking for. I can't remember what it was I was looking for, and I stumbled on Saffron. You know, and it didn't even dawn on me that you know that Geese was linked to it. So I've known Geese for like years now, but we've never seen.
No.
Oh, she's my sister, but we've never seen. We met in a. It's funny because we actually met on a social media platform.
Yep.
It's very interesting, yeah.
Yep.
And I've never seen her, you know, but we've always connected for what you know, and I think that's what life is all about, really.
Yes.
And then I was looking for something because I was just not getting worked up, but there were certain things were happening here in Scotland, and there was a need to start looking at cultural competence and stuff. And so that curiosity, you know, I stumbled on Saffron, and I think I spoke with Yemi. I think we were on the phone for like 3-4 hours.
So
You know, like talk and cheese. You know, we just connected, and it was. I know I'm saying it in a very superficial way, but it meant so much,
No.
you know, and the fact that, you know, I found another professional who, not just a professional, but someone who understands what I'm saying. It's like, because all along I always thought maybe I was insane because when I tell people about it, you know, they don't really understand where I'm coming from, you know, with my interest in wanting effective service for African community. I'm sorry if I'm being whatever. I'm not talking of African Caribbean. I'm talking of Africans specifically because there's a service, there's a need, there's a big gap there. And it was just so interesting meeting someone who connected, who understood what I was saying, who saw, you know, like, and ever since then, you know, we've been able to have like conversations. I've attended your meetings. I mean, sometimes I don't have the time, but obviously it's not because I don't want to do it. It's just my work. But if there's anything that has given me sanity over the lockdown, I think it's this. You know, sometimes I might not watch it live, but I go back again to watch it. You know, and sometimes I call Yemi or Giz behind the scene, you know, just bounce ideas. And because it's always nice to do that, like you bounce ideas and know things. And I've learned a lot, even though I've been in the field for a while, but I've learned a lot as well because, you know, when you put people together, we always learn from ourselves, you know. And I think in my profession, I remember my supervisor back then said to me, the moment you stop learning, then you need to retire,
Yeah.
because it means something is not right with the way you see assessment. So I've learned a lot. With other things, and I think one of the major learning also for me was the one that was done with the Nigerian counterpart as well. There was quite a lot of learning there, and yeah, just sharing ideas. And I think that bond, it was more for the bond for me. Aside the learning, it was a bond. And because I'm in Scotland, we're in the middle of nowhere, really. So, you know, because of the nature of my job and just because I'm not that social, I hardly meet, well, I meet Black people based from work related, not necessarily bonding on a social level, but you know, this has just been sanity, and I always look forward to it. So sometimes when I'm driving, you know, I just, you know, just touch my phone, wanting to see what's happening, you know, on Wednesdays. Sometimes I can't keep up, but I know it's there, and I know that there's just people I can always go back to. And I think for the COVID, we're all locked up in the same box. You know, we didn't know the right, the wrong, and whatever. But yeah, and I've also got some of my colleagues as well, you know, to look through Saffron. They've learned some things. They ask me questions, which is quite interesting. And hopefully, we should be able to bring Saffron to England, to Scotland at some point.
Oh yes,
So
definitely.
hopefully, yeah. So thank you. I don't want to bore you with my boring life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ollie. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. Always, we learn so much because of your wisdom. It's just it's right up there. So I know the conversations we've had years before Saffron, and even now, that I mean, it was divine to know that you knew Yemi and I knew Yemi. So thank you for your input and all you do for us, because believe it or not, you do a lot, you know. So I would like to also
can I just say something about Ollie? Sorry, 2 seconds. Ollie?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I know she said that there are many times we've been on for, I don't know, 2-3 hours, talk shop, talk everything. And it is a very, very, very massive pleasure and honor to have you on our program. Thank you for educating us on so much, not just around the policies in the UK, but so much around what goes on in Scotland. It's good to know how things are replicated, how things work, how the policies that we use with regards to children work on the other side of the pond, as we say. So thank you so much. You know, there are times when Ollie has not been on the show, and so a couple of people ask me, so where's that Scottish lady, that lady from Scotland? I remember, oh, okay, you don't know, but a lot of people ask, where's that lady from Scotland? Ah, it's good to hear her talk. She's so intelligent. She does this and she does that. So it is good. And we're really, really, really glad that you are part of the family. Look forward to seeing you for so many, many more years ahead. Love you, sis. Take care.
Definitely. Thank you so much for that. Thanks, Ollie. And we want to, I think Antiama has managed to just slide in. So we're going to welcome Antiama. It's lovely.
Thank you very much. I'm late today.
So far as you're there, that's all we know.
I'm very late today because I've got a sore bum.
Oh, you've been sitting.
No, one of my lead pastors, Pastor Apostle Olusegun George.
Okay.
I had his 1 year memorial service.
Oh yes, it's a year.
And I was about to speak, so I was putting my chair in a good position so that I'll be able to deliver my presentation.
Okay.
And then I fell from my chair.
Oh no.
And my husband called the kids, come, your mommy is going to speak, but it's on the floor. As soon as the kids came in, they said, Mommy, is the camera on? I said, I don't mind camera at the moment. Just lift me up so that I can speak.
Auntie, I'm so sorry.
Auntie, I'm sorry to hear that.
So my bum is so sore, but you know, I love him. He is a genuine man of God.
Oh, bless.
Pastor Shegu.
Oh, may his soul rest in peace.
Oh, may he so rest in peace indeed.
It's lovely to have you on. Welcome to the beginning of our 1 year celebration.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We have a special segment for you, so I'm not going to talk too much about you today because we're saving that for later. But Auntie Ama is mine and Yemi's mentor, a valuable member of Saffron's extended team as well. And we just want to welcome you. So thank you for coming on, Auntie Ama. So yes, without much ado, yes, we do wish you better. We do wish you better. If there's anybody else who would like to unmute and if they have anything they would like to add to our contribution today, let's have somebody from across the water. Who do we have? Lekon. Would you like to
Everyone's hiding behind the
yourself,
camera.
please? Yes, I know. Oh, I've unmuted you, Lekon. Okay, go ahead. Are you there? I don't know that he's there. I think he's just okay. He's not there at the moment. Okay,
He's unmuted himself.
Yes, I'm here.
You're there. Good evening. You're in the sun again as usual. How are you?
It's evening. I'm actually in the meeting. That was why I had to like
okay, are you still in the meeting?
House now? I need to quickly come out and respond to you.
Okay,
nice work. Well done. God bless you.
Thank you.
We do really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, Lekon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll have you on very shortly. Once we during the 12-week celebration, we'll be dragging you back again. So just be ready, yeah?
No problem.
Okay. Thank you, Lekon. Take care. Okay.
Anyone else want to join before? Oh.
Okay, so we were saying, pandemic from March 2020 till now. How has it been for you? What has worked? What hasn't worked? And most importantly, what are we all looking forward to? Because in life, you always think of going forward rather than backwards. We're reviewing. The only reason we're reviewing is because obviously we want to show growth. You want to show how you as a community have helped Saffron to grow. Hence the review. But what is it everybody is looking forward to? What is it everybody is thinking, right? Yeah. COVID hasn't gone, let's not fool ourselves, but at least, there is going to be a little bit more flexibility. We're going to be able to get out there. So, unmute yourselves and tell us what it is that you're looking forward to. I know Vivian said she can't wait for us to be able to come together so she can meet some of us in the flesh. I mean, she knows me, but there are some of you she's connected with virtually, but she hasn't connected with physically. Now, I do love all the virtual stuff, but I'm a people person. I want to hug somebody. I want to, shake your hand. So please unmute yourselves and let us know. Even those of you on Facebook, you can type in the Facebook chat. Let us know what it is you're looking forward to. Let us know what it is you would like to see from Saffron in the community as we go forward post-pandemic. Yeah. You see, like I said, without you guys, we don't move. You're the oil, you're the petrol that moves this car. Yeah. So right now, Saffron we're standing here, we're waiting for you to put the petrol and tell us, oh yeah, go. So let us know what you want to see. Yeah. It would be nice to hear from you guys. I don't know. I'm going to call on Yemisi because I know Yemisi, I know you're there. I know you're there and I know you're sitting there listening to everything as you do. I'm going to ask you to unmute. Are you there, Yemisi? Is she there?
I believe
yes,
she
I'm here.
Hello, my lovely. Oh, yeah.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. It's always lovely to have you on.
So it's been a year. Wow. I can't believe it's a year already.
Honestly. We.
But like you said, I think all glory first to God Almighty, because it does not feel as if it's been 1 year, but it has been 1 year. And we know that within that 1 year, a lot has happened. We've lost friends, we've lost families, people have lost their jobs, but we're still here, so we're grateful. We're not better than them. I think it is just by the grace of God that we are still standing. I met Yemi, how long ago now?
Oh,
I can't remember now. But we realized that we had some things in common, i.e. safeguarding. And she started talking about her projects. And then she went to Nigeria for a while to try and put things in place. And she did try, and I think she did achieve some things as well. But then she then had to come back and then, to set this off. And I remember meeting Giz at an event in London.
Yes.
And Yemi introduced Giz to me, and I think we just gelled from there. It was good to see Wura as well, because I remember maybe the very first event, I said, Wura, I said, Yemi, there's somebody in Scotland that you need to, bring onto this show.
Okay.
And invited her to, and I think she spoke at either the first event or the second one. But the beauty of this platform is that it is addressing a need within the community, and I will not steal the thunder. I will leave Giz to share, some of the good news stories.
Oh, please feel free.
That,
No, that's why
Please feel free. You're not seeing any thunder.
okay.
We have enough lightning around.
Please do.
You see, oh, sorry. Let me turn that off. Let me turn that off. So one of the beauty or the achievements for Saffron and for the community is what Saffron has achieved so far. Saffron is now one of my main advocates. My day job, I work in the Home Office and the National Community Engagement Lead for Nigeria in the Home Office. And Saffron is now one of my advocates. That means they have now created a platform for myself and my colleagues to reach out to the community, to update, inform, educate, point people in the right direction, answer questions. We hold it every third Saturday of the month, and only this week, the relationship with Saffron, what I say relationship as in Home Office Immigration Enforcement relationship, was based on something that happened in the community. And everybody was aware of that situation of a young man who was in distress, and he was in a domestic abuse situation. It was all over social media, and Saffron took it on. And I remember Giz, when we went to the, what was that event again?
NSAS.
NSAS, yes, protests in central London. And we started talking about it. And I said, yes, bring it on, Saffron. Let's look into how we can support this man. And Saffron did all the work. So, kudos to them in terms of reaching out to the man, listening to him, providing that support, because there are times all that people need is just to listen and point them in the right direction. I listened to the case, had conversation with my colleagues, and all I said to Saffron is he's in a good space. He was worried because one of the things that people do is to threaten their partners, to say, oh, I'm going to destroy your life, I'm not going to renew your papers. And then they begin to abuse them. And people think that they have to stay in that relationship and endure the suffering, because it's suffering. But I was so happy. I think it was last week Thursday when I got the text to say thank you to Saffron and to Ms. Jenkins for the support. I have been granted my indefinite leave to remain.
Yeah.
Like I said, all I did, it wasn't as if I spoke to anybody in the Home Office. It was just to reassure him that everything was going to be fine, and everything turned out to be fine. So if anybody is listening, if you know anybody who is going through this, and I keep saying it, we have a lot of men suffering. There's help there for you. I am not promising that you would get your indefinite leave, but you can be rest assured that you'll be taken out of that situation, and we can then deal with other matters. So Saffron, well done. Thank you for that, because that is one person that would go and then spread the word. That is one good example. That is one reference that people can look at and say, okay, Saffron really delivered. What it is exactly what it says on the tin. That is what you get. So well done, ladies. Honestly, I don't know what to say more, but I just hope that more people would realize that's all they need to do, because we don't have crystal balls to help anyone. You just need to reach out. You will be dealt with in confidence. Nobody's going to know your issues. You know, it's very common in the community when people start talking, oh, I don't want Mr. A to know about my business. I don't want Mr. B, because people will start making fun of me. Who cares? As long as your issue is resolved. What does it matter? If people don't talk about you today, they'll talk about you tomorrow. Then they talk about you for 3 days or more or less, and then move on to the next topic. So why don't you reach out? Why don't you seek that help, rather than you sitting and enduring torture? It's torture, as far as I'm concerned. So if you know anyone who needs help, Saffron is your go-to. If you know anyone, if you are in that situation and you're feeling, oh, you know, I'm feeling ashamed, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, so please reach out. So once more, Saffron, I can't thank you enough, but just keep doing what you're doing. And I mean, you know now that Saffron is a name that is now known in the Home Office, and that is the way it should be. So well done.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Thank you. Go ahead, Jim.
I just want to say thank you so much, because it did take, it's good to get someone who you can sit down with also and talk about the issues within your communities, or our communities, as we say it, that are pertinent to us, that reach home not just to young people, children, but families. And we need to also connect that if it's affecting Mr. A, one way or the other, sometime it will affect all of us. So it is important. It is true that it's been a long time that I have identified the need for our communities to have more help targeted at us. Well, I suppose it's been years sitting on the safeguarding agenda right from 2020. And as we grew on the agenda, as we looked at issues that were happening, learning from, sadly, child deaths. I've always had the question, I said, for how long do we learn? But we keep learning, we keep developing courses, keep developing training programs, cultural competence. But then these issues within our communities continue to rise. You know, there's so many families within our communities. And when I say our communities, I mean the Black African communities. It doesn't matter whether you're Black, you're light, you're dark, you're chocolate. It doesn't matter whether you're African, you're Nigerian, Uganda, I know Togolese, Caribbean, and I think about 30 something Caribbean islands. I know Marcia is occupied at the moment, and she will probably correct me. But we're all one nation, we're all one tribe. But issues that continue to daily impact negatively on us, they're hard questions. They have always been hard questions. You know, we have a saying within safeguarding child protection, that we need to be asking these hard questions so that we will be able to find the answers. If we don't question ourselves, if we don't question the way we live, if we don't question the way our families live, how we address our young ones, how we address our youth, how we address our older ones, if we don't start to question those ways or the ways that we live and we interact and then we portray out to the outer world, then we will continue to fail not just our children, our youth, and the elderly. So yes, I'm not preaching. I'm not on a training program as I flourish or I'm happy to be, but really we need to start reaching out within our organizations. We have these programs, and I have heard it so many times. The people who really need to connect are not the ones who connect. It's the people who understand the value of what we're putting out that connect. So we had a case quite a while ago of a young man, relatively had young children. 4 children had to be taken away by the police. We were on the phone with him for ages. The wife had left the children at home alone, and even trying to get our help, he wasn't giving us the true story. So we were digging. And because we know the questions to ask, we're able to get to the right answers that we really needed to hear. And ultimately, anyways, long story short, the children were taken. We were still working with them on supporting them to get those children back into the family, because it was not out of wanting to harm the children. It was just out of lack of knowledge, and these are the reasons why we putting these things out. You need to know the laws that you of the land where you reside in. You need to know why not to leave children alone. You need to know for how long and who you can leave children with. You need to also, excuse me, mind me. You need to also know then what is safeguarding. Not everyone keeps saying, and my question's always, what is safeguarding? But after all that support what we helped this young man with, the last question he asked me was, Madam, what is safeguarding? And I just nearly fell off my chair. And it's one of the very first things that every parent, every young person should know and understand, so we don't fall in those pits. They're not dug, you know, intentionally for you to fall into them. But if you do not know the pit is there, you will fall into that pit. So please, 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 it's not just for our benefit. If we're on, please share. There are people who you're able to share to who will benefit from what we put out. It's really important that we can continue to support each other, support our communities, our children in school and everywhere else. Um, Lighter note, want to say welcome to Auntie Victoria in Wusu. Welcome. You'll need to unmute yourself if we hear you. Um, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you settle. Just wanted to welcome you onto the program. Please.
Okay. Brilliant. Thanks so much for that, Yemi. And thank you so much, Yemi C, for your interjection there. And also want to just say thank you for all your support. Yes, we worked, but it wouldn't have been completed without your intervention. And just to pick up on what Yemi C Jenkins MB was saying, it's share, it's happened. We have a success story, okay? So it can be done. You will not just be, we will not ignore you. We will take your case and we will try our best. Yes, we don't have magic wands, but sometimes you don't need a magic wand. You just need to talk to us. You need to speak to us, and we will do what we can. In that gentleman's case, it was a video that went viral. I looked at it. I wasn't comfortable with it. And we have a safeguard. Our safeguarding hats are never off. It's 24/7 for us. 24/7. So, I could be out with a different group and see something, and my safeguarding hat is on, and I will do something about it. And that is what happened. So we are always going to be on hand to help within the community. Yeah. The Black, African, and Caribbean community. Yeah. And that's what I said. That's what we are. We are Black African community. We're not going to go political here, but we're not the BAME. There is not one minority within us. We have grown. We are an amazing people. So Giz is saying now, we don't answer minorities because there is not one minority.
SaffronSACAP, please.
Yeah, on behalf, and yeah, so we're saying it, we're not a minority. So it's the Black, African, and Caribbean community that we are reaching out to. And we're saying, talk to each other. Let's come together. Hashtag together we can. Okay. That gentleman's been able to, get to where he wanted to get to in life. We have a right to come to this country and live free. Yeah. Nobody has to live in this country like a slave. It's just not necessary. There are ways, but you have to talk to us. And I think what I'd like to mention here is every third Saturday of the month, we have our immigration program in collaboration with the UK Immigration Engagement Team, which Miss Yemisi Jenkins sits on with her colleagues. So if there are any immigration issues, whether it's EU settlement, overstayers, you need student visa help, Windrush assistance, what we will do is we will post a link in the chat now. And please, 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 we found out during this program every third Saturday, I am inundated with calls, with messages. What I'm going to ask you is not to be afraid. The whole idea of Saffron getting involved in this was to break down that myth of you will be bundled. You will not be bundled. And we have been told categorically, come and speak to us. It is free. It is safe. And they will help you. But if you don't speak to us, we can't know what you're going through. Okay. So we too, Saffron, would like to thank the UK Immigration Engagement Team for even coming into this with us. It's been an amazing thing. And that's one of the positives that came out of this pandemic. We were able to do. I know that COVID wasn't amazing, but I think SaffronSACAP can, wholly say that we've been able to jump through leaps and bounds during the pandemic. And we've done that to be able to get into the community and help you guys. So help us by talking to us. We have our listening ears and we have our helpline. And I'm going to ask that it be put in the chat. Share it. There may be somebody that needs to speak to us. We'll share it on Facebook and we'll share it in the chat here. Feel free to call us and somebody will definitely be on the other end of the line to take up your query. So yeah, guys, it's amazing. Like we said, it's going to be 12 weeks from today. And then it's going to be leading up to our final. It's going to be a party on the 2nd of June. I'm putting it out there now.
I like parties.
Right, everybody, it's going to be party, party, party. Come with your bottle. Bottle of juice, bottle of non-alcoholic wine, bottle of wine, beer, whatever, but cup of tea, cup of coffee. Come, let's celebrate with you, because like I've always said, Saffron would not have made it to where we are today if it wasn't for the community. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for that. I'm going to ask Auntie Vicky, do you have anything to say to Saffron on the beginning of our 1-year celebration? Please unmute. Ask to unmute. Okay. Oh, I've muted you again. Sorry, darling.
It doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. First of all, good evening, everybody. I must apologize for being late. I was caught up in the traffic. I was really rushing to come and find you. So I do apologize. I went out.
That's fine.
If not for the traffic and the roadworks, it wouldn't have been this late.
That's fine.
Yes, I would like to say a very big thank you for the invitation to join you. And over the weeks I've been with you, I've learned an awful lot, especially I've increased my professional network. At least I know who to contact if I come across anything in the community that I feel Saffron can help. Even if I contact the wrong person, Yemi and them Geese would put me right. So they're the two key people I know I can tap into. And also interacting with our colleagues in Nigeria, I have actually learned an awful lot from them where they are at the moment, especially when we were looking at abilities and disability. Gives me, shall I say, I find it very encouraging to know that we're no longer hiding people just because they're disabled. Human beings didn't make themselves, but at least our society is accepting them and looking at ways of supporting both the disabled child and the family. That for me is a big achievement in our society because we're very secretive about disability. We are always in denial, lock them up in the house as if they are not human beings, they don't have needs. But I'm glad we've started somewhere. Also in terms of child protection, I have listened to a few things that have been said. Also, some work is going into that. And I'm really pleased because sometimes when you look at it, it looks as if we're destined to be child abusers. We're not, unfortunately, but our culture tends to portray us in that light.
Yeah.
Because we're fond of, oh, bring this child from the village, who will look after my children. And you forget that that child, himself or herself, has got needs and has got to be educated and trained to meet his or her own potential. So we're really doing a very good job. And I would like to say thank you very much for whoever started Saffron. That's my bit. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Auntie Vicky.
Thank you.
So much. Yes. Yeah, I just want to reiterate what what you said. There is this kind of stigma, I would like to call it, attached. And we need to break that stigma. Sure. Because we're not, I don't know anybody that loves children more than our community, but it's culture. It's a cultural thing. I've always said, whenever I speak to people, and I've always said, let's not take the fact away that our fathers and our forefathers were raised very differently. Okay. And it's going to take a lot of awareness, we're doing well, but we've still got some way to go. Like you rightly said, the disability program, I would say 30 years ago, some of the things we heard during that month, you would not have heard that 30 years ago. To even think that people are now allowing these young people and just adults who have disabilities to partake in sports is huge. It's a massive step. So, there are lots of things that we are doing as a community that are commendable, but there is still a lot of work to do. And I believe that is where Saffron comes in with other organizations to bridge that gap. So thank you, Auntie Vicky, and thank you for always coming on. You're here every week supporting us, dashing through the traffic, as you said. We appreciate you. We really, really appreciate you. That's beautiful. So I'm now going to call, I do want to call on this young man. And the reason I'm going to call on him is because you all have probably heard of Stepping Up. Now, Stepping Up is the youth wing of SaffronSACAP, which is yet to launch, thanks to COVID, but we will be launching it. The young people are very, very close to my heart. Yes, I have teenagers, but it's not just about my kids. It's about all the kids that I am like a pseudo mom to. They're very close to my heart. So Uchenna, I'm throwing you on the spot here. You know you owe me big time. Unmute yourself, my lovely, and just you're always on every. I know I see you every week. You don't miss it. So if you don't want to come on camera, I get it. But your video will be coming up at some point, so you might as well just come on camera. And we just want to hear from you, and let us know since you joined. Hello, since you joined
Hi,
Saffron,
everybody.
how are you?
I'm fine.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful experience. Very educative, informative. At least I've gotten to know much about so many things that which I didn't know about, which was fun. Especially the financial February. For me, that was my most
Awesome.
important.
You go.
Yeah. Yes, money
Awesome.
is very
Awesome.
important. And if you do not plan to save, man, you're gonna have problem in future. So that's really one of the highlights. And I want to thank the team, the Stafford team, the community for putting this up. I want to say a very big thank you. We appreciate. We really do. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you to
so
you
much.
as well. Because if you don't join every week, then we have nobody, and you are one of our, main viewers. So thank you so much, and for all your support. And we hope that you will continue supporting us in the future.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Thank you, Uche.
Bye.
Oh, that's amazing. It takes some doing to get the youth to come on camera. So thank you. I really appreciate you so, so much. I really do. Right. Marcia's back. Marcia's with us.
Yay!
We need to hear from our able youth engagement director and life coach. Mas, okay, I'm unmuting you, my lovely. Okay, the floor is yours.
Sorry, guys, I have been multitasking.
That's fine. You do it so well.
So I've missed everything.
That's fine. What we're doing is basically want to hear how it's been for everybody. We've been running for a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's hear from you.
It has been a journey. It has been a fulfilling journey. It has been a journey of discovery, a journey of lessons, a journey of unity, a journey of introductions. I mean, I've met so many people virtually, on Saffron. It's been absolutely amazing. And God has been so good. He's just been opening doors, and we've got to give him thanks for that, because week in, week out, there's something happening for Saffron or something happening for us. So we've got to give God the glory for that. But I must say, I'm honored to be part of Saffron. I'm really honored to be working with these fantastic people. I must say, Giz and Yemi, you are machines. You are machines. You keep going. You keep going. You guys don't sleep. Okay?
Don't tell them that.
So, I mean, really, really, I'm honored to be working with you guys. And Saffron is going places. Yemisi Jenkins, MB, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that connection. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being there. Our first meeting with the Home Office, Yemisi, I was buzzing.
Yeah.
I was meant to be on for 15 minutes. I stayed for the whole session. And I did again the following week, even when I got kicked out. So thank you so much for you and your team. I can't tell you how much, you know, I feel great the gratitude for that connection. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being there. Everyone who joins every week, it's no matter what the topic is, we have our regulars.
Yes.
And that's very reassuring. That shows that whatever Saffron is doing, it's having an impact.
Yeah.
And without you as the regulars, there won't be Saffron.
Yes.
We are inclusive, we are a family, and we love everyone who contributes. We just
Yeah.
love it. Saffron, we have a lot to do. We have a few partnerships coming up. Watch that space. 2021 and beyond is going to be great. Stick with us, and
Yes.
we'll stick with you.
Well done.
Thank you, Marcia. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's 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 been a year, but for Saffron, it's been a mixed year for us. You know, we started off feeling very, very down, and then we just decided, well, you know what? No,
Nah, we're not having it.
we're just not having it, you know. And sleepless nights, lots of them. But you know, with a little bit of lippy and a little bit of powder, you get up, and that's, you know, um, we did make a commitment, and we did say we
Oh
were
my
going to
goodness.
serve the community. Yeah. Um, so that's what we're doing. And you know, without much ado, we just want to talk about some of our programs, you know, because you guys come on here every Wednesday and you follow our programs, and we want to, you know, want to use this 12 weeks to give you some insight now into what we are doing. You know, lockdown is almost unlocked. Let me just put it like that. I don't know that it's over, but it's unlocked. They're unlocking it a little bit by a little bit. So we still have to, I'm going to put it out there, still be safe, guys, still maintain what we're supposed to be doing so that we can unlock more doors. SaffronSACAP, as you know, we're located in Gillingham in Kent. That's where we have our main office. But we are everywhere. We will come. We will operate in any part of the UK. But that is our base. We do offer. We have what we call the parenting classes, which we do every Saturday morning. Obviously, because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to hold them, but the Saturday safe parenting safeguarding classes will be resuming. Watch this space. We will be announcing dates shortly. And what we can say is it's a fully COVID compliant zone.
Mm-hmm.
So to bear that in mind, it won't be where you'll just be able to come in and go out and no, it's fully COVID compliant, or it will be a fully COVID compliant zone. So we will have that on a Saturday. Like I mentioned earlier, we have the listening ears helpline. So please, like I said, it might not be for you. Sometimes it's not about you. It's about your neighbor, your neighbor's neighbor. How many times do you see on the news somebody died in their home? And you know, the first question I always ask when I see such news, did they not have neighbors? You see, if you're anything like me, I talk to everybody. That's why my children don't go out with me, because I need to know who is who. You know, you don't want to, not to be intrusive. Just hello, how are you? My name's Giz. I'm actually living at number 72. That's all it takes. You don't know who needs to talk. You don't know who needs to. So please share that number, the listening ears number. We're going to put it on the chat. We're going to put it on Facebook. Give it to somebody. Saffron is saying we are here to help. And we would also be doing, we provide training. We have our learning and development, our learning and development. Now, let me get it right. It's our consultancy learning and development hub, which we'll be launching as well. I mentioned stepping up. Stepping up is waiting. Everything would have been launched, but obviously we all know for obvious reasons, COVID hasn't allowed that. So what we will be doing each week, so that we don't overload you, each week we are going to bring one of the initiatives, put it down so that you can store it or share it with somebody who needs it. But the parenting classes will be the first things that we will be setting up to be up and ready and running very soon. So please watch this space.
Okay. Also want to mention that although we have the SaffronSACAP office in Gillingham, we also have the Saffron Safeguarding African Caribbean Center in Gillingham. It's oh yes, we actually, can Marcia unmute? Because we actually had a meet up at the center. It was fantastic, and we didn't take pictures.
Yeah, we didn't, but we will.
We will. There's Saffron. We'll have a new sister partnership, not just African Caribbean Center. We'll be having a contact center with our two of our sisters, and that service will be called Glow Saffron Children Services, something of the sort.
Yeah, something like
It'll
that.
just be absolutely fantastic. And this is where we'll have the engagement of the Caribbean, the element of the Caribbean community, because it's sometimes very hard to engage with the Caribbean community. So we'll have more people on board with, from that background, where we'll be able to engage. And so our African Caribbean Center will
Yeah.
take off.
I mean, you please feel free to pop in. We offer cups of teas, water, drinks, time to sit down, chat with some of our members, ask questions. They're like, sometimes they'd be like surgeries, you just walk in, ask questions. Yeah, what did we used to call it? Drop-in centers. Yeah, yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
business where
Drop-ins.
I'm reminiscing. But yes, yes,
They
you might
work.
look at it as a drop-in center, but yes, it's a space for everyone and anyone to just come in, say hello, look at what's going on, chat about the gist, what's going on in the communities, and it's not just Gillingham. Obviously, we have Chatham, we have London. We're hoping that we'd get Ollie to come say hello sometime if they're listening.
Definitely. And while we're at it, please, 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 we are looking for volunteers. We're
Yes.
always on the lookout for volunteers. So, the young ones, if you're looking for placements, if you can spare 1 day, 2 days in the week, SaffronSACAP will happily take you on. We'll take you on. We will, obviously there'll be training involved. So don't think, oh, wow, I can't work for this organization. You always start somewhere. And we will be on hand to support you. There's going to be a lot of help that our young people are going to need, because this COVID has been crazy for them. And I think on behalf of the whole of SaffronSACAP, I want to say that we're here for you as well. Our young people, feel free to reach out. Like I said, there's a lot of work going on in the background with the young people at the moment, and we will launch it shortly. We just want everything to calm down a little bit, let them get used to the being free, and then we will bring it to the table. So if you know anybody who you think that this is a time they want to get out a bit and maybe get something little doing to help them mentally, because it's a very good way of a distraction. Once you can distract your mind from the norm, and the norm has been most of us sitting in our homes for the past, what is it, 11, 12 months. So please, we will probably put a link on the chat, if we can put a link on the chat, for you to sign up to be volunteers, and one of the team will be in touch with you. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Also, sorry.
Go ahead, Marcia.
Also, I've got two things going, so ignore the background. Also, don't forget that Saffron offers life coaching. So if within your organization that you need group life coaching or individual life coaching, please send them our way. We offer group sessions. We focus a lot on health and social care workers, but we also focus on public sector workers as well. What we like to do as well, we like to engage with our Black and African community. So if there are workers within your workplace who you think might need a boost and some sort of support, some guidance, stuck in the careers, feel demotivated, send them our way. We run workshops on life coaching, and we love to work with our Black and ethnic minority.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Marcia. Yeah, and yeah, please guys, tap into that. We are a community of people who sometimes we hold back, we like to hold back, and I think we need to try and break that cycle and start reaching out, and going for it. It's if COVID taught me something, it's to try new things, And I think a lot of people, not just me, you'd find, a lot of people learn that, wow, I can do without that, you know. We haven't done our hair for so long. I got my niece to do my toenails. I don't think I'm ever going to go to the shop again. My niece did an amazing job, you know. We've learned how to cook, we've learned how to bake, we've learned how to do so many things that we took for granted. Now, if you listened to our financial February, if you followed it for the 4 weeks, there was a lot of emphasis on, how to be with your finances. Now, COVID, pubs were closed, Primark was closed. I know there are other stores, but hey, hello. There were so many stores that were closed, but we wore clothes, we dressed, didn't we? So, that habit of every month you take X amount and go and throw it at Primark. You haven't done that for 11 months. Can you imagine how much of that money you would have saved, And that could go towards, if you do that for the next couple of years, you're looking at a deposit for a house, It's about changing the way we do things. And honestly, I know this is going to sound very cliched, but that's what COVID did. It's helped us to rethink a lot of things. And all I'm going to say is, let's stay in that mindset. And that's why we do the programs that we do. We don't come out to talk to you about finances because we don't know. We spend our money. But what we do is we get professionals, we get the experts in. You understand, the people who really understand the rudiments. It was finances. We had the relationship experts. We had the health experts. It's always good to hear from people who have studied this, who have done research. So the information that they're giving you, it is factual, based on research that they've done over the years. And it's not just coming from the Saffron team who are speculating. So please, 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 always, we send out the replays on YouTube. How many of you have subscribed to our YouTube channel?
Please subscribe if you haven't.
Please do. Because after every show, it gets thrown into YouTube and you can watch it all over again. So please subscribe.
Yes, if you do know someone who does know how to do adverts, because to be honest with you, you all know I'm rubbish at it. But get someone who can, how they do others. If you're something to our channel, press that button and all of that. Please send us somebody who can do that because I can't.
Or if you're watching and that's what
Stop
you
laughing,
do,
Marcia.
if you're watching and this is what you do, then reach Saffron. This is an opportunity for you. Don't pass up on an opportunity. So we're looking for somebody who does the YouTube adverts. Yeah. So drop us a line. Let's have a talk. We're growing and we'd like you to grow with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
can I just pop in something while you're talking before we show our video? It's also about the fact that we support businesses. While we had the financial February and our guest was talking about, businesses having 7 streams of income and all of that, we also reached out to some, small businesses. And I would also say they also reached out to us. And we started slowly to support them not just support them, what's that word that we use? To patronize them. We needed to ensure that we support these businesses. So over the time, while we do our program, we will be advertising these businesses to you, small businesses. So if you do have a small business which is going to grow, we start with small business or large businesses, which are particular within our communities, please let us know and we will start to advertise your businesses. I don't know how it's going to work. Don't ask me. I suppose we'll liaise with people who understand the legal issues around this. But I know that we will definitely be putting out your business within the community and ensuring that we let people know what you're doing and how they can all patronize and support you as well. Now, Giz, you're the boss on this. Can you please take it from there?
Okay, yes. Basically, what we'd be looking to do is to build a register, yeah, of all the small businesses. And why we say small is because at the end of the day, we're looking to help you grow. You know, when we look at how we started and where we are now, you heard Yemi mention 7 streams of income, which is what we were all told that we should be aiming towards. Now, how many have we got? Where are we at now, Yemi?
I think we're at number 5.
We're at number
5.
5.
5.
Yeah, we're at number 5. Okay. And this is not for us to big up ourselves, because that's not what this is about. What we want to show the community is it can be done. Yes, it can be done. And always tell yourselves that, always speak positivity into everything you do. Do not allow yourselves to be told you can't do that. Do not allow yourself. I don't know if I love sports, and I listened to Lewis Hamilton's speech when he won the championship, and this was the message he had for the young people. And he said, do not allow anybody to tell you you cannot do something. When you have something you have in your mind, it's a passion, hold it, grab it, run with it. If it falls, pick it up and keep going. And that's what we've done. And honestly, it works. And you know what? You're not going to start to see immediate response. So don't be fooled. You see that quick money? Nah. What you're going to see is consistency. Yeah. And it's going to build, and it's going to be very long term. Okay. So I'm not here to preach. I'm not a financial analyst by any way, shape, or form. I'm just basically going by us, listening to our experts, listening to our guest speakers who are schooled in finances, even in relationships. I listened to them and I took back. So did Yemi, so did Marcia. And I'm telling you now, the change, the growth, the turnaround in our lives it's been huge. And it makes no sense you coming on our program if you can't tap into this. So guys, stick with Saffron. What did I say? Once you come, you're part of the family. You ain't going anywhere. Yeah. So small businesses, you can, anytime you come on, drop your business in the chat. That's what the chat's for. Pop your business on Facebook. That's what it's for. Okay. Because we are going to soon start shouting out businesses. Yes, and this is one of them. So go ahead, Yemi, because you've got
do this. Yes, our parcel arrived this afternoon. I was jumping for joy. This is Imara Therapy. She has been one of our guests, and I've known her for many years. And she does work, but this is her business. And we had scrubs, oil. Do you know, I don't know. I haven't, unless I get out of my seat, I didn't put the box next to me. But we had this arrive this afternoon. And please just go on to Facebook and just type in Imara Therapy, or actually same thing on Instagram, Imara Therapy. And I suppose go on to Google. She has a sale on now. That is why I went shopping, because I clamped in on her sale and we got all of these delivered. So we're going to be doing some scrubs and face scrubs and oils, and we'll come back and let you know how well it has worked. So Imara Therapy, IMARA, and the word is therapy. Please look for it in the dictionary. I can't spell, but yes, that is Imara Therapy. I'm trying to see if I could share another of her. What have I shared? Yes, it is the same thing. So, and that's how it came. It came nicely boxed, very each tub, each pack has its own spoon. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Imara Therapy. And it's Imara Bassi is the lady who owns that business. So thank you so much. Okay, I'm stopping.
Okay, so yes, that is one of our small-time businesses, and this is how we will celebrate you. But unless you tell us who you are and what you do, we have no way of knowing. Yeah, we're good, but we're not that good. So please, please, please drop your business names anytime you come on, and even outside of the platform. You have our handles. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. Where else are we? You know, I think we're all over now. Everybody, I called somebody in Gillingham today and she was like, oh, Saffron. And it's nice. It's nice to know that we're getting out there. It's nice to know that we're being recognized, but it's nice to know that we're being recognized for good, yeah, for doing the right thing, for reaching out into the community and doing what we said we would do. We said we would bridge the gap. And I think we're doing that. I really do. So please, please, please share who you are, what you do. Let us celebrate you. Yeah, let us celebrate you. You know, it is time for you to be celebrated. It is time for the community to be celebrated, and we celebrate each other. Okay, and if you know somebody like Imara has the, tell somebody. Yeah, if you know somebody who cooks, who does food, whether it's in the African community or the Caribbean community, stop going to Mr. M. Go and buy from them, please. Yeah, it's healthy. You know, Mr. M, don't get me wrong, you can still buy, but promote your own. If you don't promote, they don't grow. Okay. So yeah, if you, when you look at the history of a lot of these big chain stores, if you go to the history, they were just one little grocery store back in the days. Yeah, and it took their community to support them. So let's support our own community. I'm just going to throw this out there. joneslaguda.com. joneslaguda.com is a supplier of fine alcoholic wines and non-alcoholic wines. joneslaguda.com. I'll have graphics next week. I'm shouting out there because he's been an amazing support to Saffron. Always shares our posts, always wants to check how we're doing, what we're doing. joneslaguda.com. Please pop it in the chat. Join his website. The wines are amazing. So please, 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 let's just support each other, because #together we can. Okay, so that's what I thought I'd put out there. Thank you so much. I think we're going to play the video now.
Yes, we're going to play the video. We put out a. Can you just talk about the call outs, and then while I get this
shout out to ask everybody if they could do a 1-minute video just to say their experience with Saffron and just to say anything on Saffron within 1 minute. And all my days, you guys answered. You guys really answered. So what we would like to do now is play some of those videos, and each week we've got loads, so each week we will compile and we'll play them towards the end of the show. So thank you to all of you who answered the clarion call and took out the time to do a 1-minute video. And if you're listening and you haven't done one, what are you waiting for? Please do one for us, a 1-minute video. Thank you.
Sounds like a commercial. You're good at that, aren't you? Okay. Am I sharing the screen? Bear with me. Oh, no. Can you see the screen? Bear with me. Can you hear this, Giz? You need to unmute yourself, Giz. I need to sort of know that you can hear
No,
this.
no, no, we can't hear you. We can't hear the music,
Okay.
but yeah, just take off this screen and go to the former screen and see if it will play. Yeah, so we share it, sorry.
I needed to hear you. Tell me you could hear me or not.
I didn't realize I was on mute.
Okay.
So the first
Okay.
screen was good. It was just the voice we couldn't hear.
Okay. Ah, right.
Sorry, let me just.
Is there any chance you can hear this? No?
We can't hear anything at the moment. Okay, so that's fine. You shared that. Then there's no sound.
What does saffron mean to me? Saffron means a support system, a very strong support system that allows me to express myself. It helped me understand the concept and the depth of the word safeguarding, not just for children, but particularly for children. I think because they all need our protection so much. But even then, it gave me a support system, if you'd like, especially in the unique and unprecedented times like we've had during COVID. Saffron was there. It was that place where I could go and connect with people who are doing so much, putting out a lot of good work to make this world a better place. Saffron helped expand my perspective about the world and how the coming together of like minds could do a lot. Doesn't matter if it's starting with one step, but that we were even starting at all to have that kind of support at a time when we were unable to meet. I think for me, the pandemic and being able to have Saffron really did help me. And so, yeah, thank you, Saffron, on this 1-year anniversary. Thank you so much.
My name is Olajumoke Matilda Ochitoloju. I'm the project coordinator for Yaniwura Children Care Foundation. I want to say congratulations to Saffron Safeguarding for African Children on the 1-year anniversary of the Voice Talk Show. It's been wonderful. It's been interesting. It's been very insightful in all the topics you have chosen so far. The most interesting to me is the month of March, which is talking on disability. I must say, you really brought in guests that know a lot about disability, and they were able to carry us along in new ideas on disability.
Our society has negative stereotype about people living with disability. On the contrary, Saffron Social Development Global Foundation has enlightened us that people living with disabilities have potentials and are heroes. However, there's some barriers that prevented the realization of this potential, such as denial of access to equal opportunity, integration, and self-representation. It's expedient to mention here that these barriers could be eliminated in order to harness this potential, such as empowerment of people living with disability, increase disability representation in political setting, provide social inclusion in schools, realize that people living with disabilities are heroes, and provision of college scholarship to outlet the scholarship. Happy anniversary, Saffron. You've been bridging the borders and you've been enlightening us. Once again, happy anniversary. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Uche Mironye from London. I joined the Sanford Voice Over Talk show a few months back and it's been so entertaining and educative. Most especially for me was the financial February. It was really, really amazing that I got to learn more about my finances and my savings. I want to tell the team, the Stratford team, and the community for putting this show up. I want to say a very big thank you and thumbs up.
Hi, hello, my name is Edith. I just want to appreciate this organization for all the good work they are doing for the BAME, which is the Black African Minority Ethnic Group. They have actually done very, very much. They do a lot of things for people, giving them information on immigration, social care, and disabled people in Africa. The last meeting I attended was really good. That some disabled people were saying that they are not disabled, they are just able to do things differently. It was really touching for me to see these young guys say all this. They should keep on doing this good work, and I'm so proud of them. Well done.
Wow, 1 year. Congratulations, Saffron, on your anniversary. I look forward to more years of your interesting, educative, informing topics that you bring on this platform. Continue the good work and stay blessed, sisters. Thank you. Bye.
The voiceover talk show is one. Wow, what a year. We started in the middle of COVID in the hope not to only engage with the community, but to impact on those who are or who were experiencing challenges and difficulties and feeling left out or unattended. And wow, we've had professionals from all walks of profession on the show. And we've also had people who have just shared their own personal experiences. And I know that as we continue, there will be more awareness, not just in our different local communities, but and not just in the United Kingdom, but even worldwide as we continue to reach out to the Black African community, families, religious organizations. So I just want to quickly say thank you for sticking by us, and that please continue to join us every week. And the best is yet to come. We are here and we are going strong because of you. So thank you so very much. And yeah, a happy birthday to the Voiceover Talk Show.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Thank you so much to everybody who put out a video for us. That was amazing. And the last speaker was actually one of our directors, Deborah. Deborah is the Saffron's director for early childhood. She's a childhood psychologist, but she's not on tonight. Is she on Facebook? She's normally on Facebook. I'm not sure if she's on tonight. But yes, Deborah is always there in the shadows and making sure our Facebook page is running. And actually, Deborah does quite a lot for us with our early years children and the young people. So we want to say thank you to Deborah for joining forces. It's always nice when you have a formidable team, because obviously it's not just me and Yemi. We could never do this on our own, you know. And we do want to shout out to Adebola Ahmed, who is not on today, but Adebola is also one of our directors, a very renowned social worker. And then we also have Mr. Ross. Taiwo is not on today, but I'm sure we all know Taiwo with his flamboyant engagement. Miss him today, but I can assure you within the 12 weeks, Taiwo is definitely going to show up, you know. So yes, thank you to everybody who put that out for us, who answered the call and sent their videos. Please, guys, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram. We're all over the place. Reach out, spread the word. Our helpline numbers are there. Please take the numbers down, give us a call. And we will be here every Wednesday until the 2nd of June. We will be here. Did I go offline or something? Okay. Sorry, just because my internet fluctuates sometimes. But yes, we will be on every Wednesday, same time, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Up until the 2nd of June, when we are going to party. We are going to party because it's been an amazing year. It has. And we hope that you will join us. We hope that you will share whenever we come online. Please share so that we can bless somebody else. There's no point us getting the blessings if we can't share those blessings. So please remember to share, share, share. Remember, if you have a business, please share your business with us so that we can share it to the world. And believe you me, we go far. We really do go far. Yeah, because then we can put you on our other platforms. And just remember, you have to talk to us. If you don't talk to us, then we don't know what is going on in your life, and we won't be able to reach out and help you. And as we did say, that we are here to bridge the gaps in our community. We don't want any more gaps. So please, guys, thank you so much for today. It's going to be every Wednesday, like I said, every Wednesday. So please, please, please remember to tune in 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And for those of you on Facebook who normally join us from, especially from Nigeria, we're the same time now. So if you notice, we're not putting up 2 times anymore. Your 6 is our 6. So yeah, until the government decides to do the GMT thing, which I don't understand. But for now, we're all the same time. So yes, and I think we've done really well today because we've got 4 minutes to 8. So I'm going to hand over to my colleagues to give them a minute each to see if they have anything they would like to say before we close today. Okay, Marcia, do you have anything to say?
I just want to acknowledge that Tolu's just joined us.
Oh, right, yeah, I didn't say. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Tolu, good evening. Tolu, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I just remembered and I thought, let me log on and see if they're still there.
Oh, we are still here. Oh, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope you're good.
Yes, thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thanks for joining. Yes, so over to you, Yemi. Okay, I think you're still on the other mic, so switch yourself. You're on the music mic, unless you're going to sing for us. If not,
So lucky.
Okay, go ahead.
No way. Just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for sitting through this with us. Thank you for everyone who came to speak and say such, I don't know, good things. I don't think we didn't know how this will pan out. We just knew that we had to start to appreciate everybody who has contributed and supported us thus far. And we just pray that you continue to walk with us on this journey. It is a journey, and we have only just begun. Oh, can I start that song again? We've only just begun. No,
Only
I'm a
just
software.
begun.
Oh my days. Okay. So yes, thank you everyone. It's been an awesome evening, and please keep walking with us. We are here, as Guy said, every Wednesday evening, 6 p.m.
Yes.
And please join the Home Office Immigration One-to-One Hub on the 17th of April. It is essential. We have had so many people link in. We have a link that you can go and register your questions well ahead of time. And it's actually quite fast filling up. I'm actually quite surprised. So please, I will drop that link also on our pages. Follow the link if you have questions. We have so many questions from Nigeria as well. So it is interesting. They are very interesting and keeping us on our toes. But yes, also we have a feedback link. It is so important. Even if you can't put a video out and you're shy like me, who is forced to be on here every Wednesday evening, please, fill in. Why are you laughing? Yeah, I'm learning. I'm just don't go back to the first videos that we did. Please don't.
Definitely putting that video up. That's a must. Continue.
Okay. Yes, if you can't come on the video, please put your feedback in writing to us. It is very important. As a trainer and over the years, sitting doing some training, coordinating training and all of that, it's very important. It's something I did do, was to sit through evaluations of the training that were delivered and write reports and reports and reports. So it is very important that you please give us your feedback. We'll be able to feed it out to people and let them know your thoughts without you having to speak them out. So yes, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone on Facebook. I actually had a very informative and full evening on Facebook today. Debbie is on Facebook. She could not join us, but she is there live on Facebook. We have had, I'm going to put the names out because we've had Ebere Konyeso. We've had Edward Adewale as well. We've had Alice Ebule Yentari, which is my mom.
Hey, mommy.
We've had, thank you, Mom, for joining us every time. You know, if we didn't have anyone on Facebook and you see one person watching, you know who's watching. So thank you very much, Mom. And obviously Deborah's on there. And we've had quite a few people. We've had
Duchess Ife was on.
Was on.
Was one of our guests.
Dada was on. I can't pick her surname. But yes, we've had people who genuinely follow us every week. It's amazing. And thank you to everyone who's here as well. Thank you to Miss Yemisi Jenkins, MBE, Auntie Victoria Nwosu. Thank you, Tolu, for joining us. Ollie, thank you so much. Uche, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And all the people that joined us from Nigeria. And we do appreciate it because it's really hard to stay the course through the time. We've had Muhyiddin, who is our media documentary reporter. We've also had Ashiwaju on, and do you know what? I'm actually quite surprised. So I've said enough. Anyone else, please feel free. You've got 1 minute. I know Giz is going to, tell me off, but I'm giving everyone 1 minute, 30 seconds, 1 minute to
I'm
just.
in the celebration mood.
Yay! Okay, you got your 1 minute. Take it before she changes her mind. Auntie Victoria, your shout.
Do you want me to unmute?
Yes, please. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just 1 minute to say good night to everyone. Give us your words.
Oh, all right. On behalf of all of us, I would like to say thank you very much. It has been it's always been interesting. Then putting everything together and allowing people to express how they feel. about coming every Wednesday to listen, either to you or to guest speakers, has been quite useful. I do hope we can carry this on in future. It's very informative, like somebody said, and very, very educative. It widens your horizon. Instead of thinking a very narrow way, you sort of broaden it out. So thank you very much. Keep the good work going.
Thank you
Good
very
night,
much.
everybody.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay.
So we've just had somebody joining us, El Linfi. I don't know where. Hello, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Are you able to tell us where you're joining from? Are you?
From Wolverhampton. I've joined. I've been watching it through Facebook. So.
Ah, this is my sister-in-law. Which when did you start to find past me? See trouble. Hello, my lovely. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's been quite interesting. I've been listening, so I just said, let me just join the Zoom session. So it's been quite educative. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is Ife. Ife is she's a lecturer in Salford. Is it Salford?
Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton, yeah, Wolverhampton, yeah. I should get it right. Sorry, darling. But yeah, you did know. I know why I said Salford. She knows why I said Salford. But she's now all the way from Wolves. Thank you so much for joining us. So there you have it, guys. We're all over the place. People tune in from near and far. Just to reiterate, the next UK immigration engagement session will be on the 17th of April from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you do want to have a one-to-one, which is what we offer, you do need to get your forms in on time so that we can check the forms and make sure we place you with the right at the right spot. So please click on the bit.ly link, fill out your forms before the 17th of April. We normally stop taking forms about 3 days before or 4 days before the actual Saturday. So by Wednesday, anything after Wednesday, then you go into the next 3 weeks because it's every 3 weeks. So if you know anybody who has any kind of immigration issue, whether it's EU, whether it's, like we said, visa, student visa, overstayer, there are some amazing stories that are even blowing my mind away. And to know that you can still get help regardless. Right now, what the Home UK immigration team are saying is they don't look at your status, they look at the person. Yes, safeguarding has become an integral part of their process. So please, guys, let's try and talk to the neighbor. You all know somebody who needs this service. Please don't hoard it. Share. Okay? So, and then the business people, I'm shouting, I'm ringing my bell. If you have a small business, talk to us, tell us about it, so we can grow you. Okay? Let's grow our communities. Yeah? So we're talking to the Black, African, and Caribbean communities. Remember, we have our Saffron Safeguarding African and Caribbean Center, which is based in Gillingham, Kent. We will be running the Parenting Safeguarding Saturday groups. We will let you know the times and we're going to do that. We'll put the schedule. Fully COVID compliant. Upcoming will be the youth program, Stepping Up. That's in the making. That will be launched very shortly. So if you have all the youth, hit us up. Yeah, let's work together. Okay, and we are looking for volunteers. We were always looking for volunteers. Come and hang out with us in the center. Yeah, come and talk to us. Let's hear what you want to happen in your community, and let's see how together we can make this happen. Okay, guys. Oops, family has just joined, so I'm going to jump off now because my Chidi, welcome. Say good evening. You need to, good evening. How are you?
Hi everyone. I'm all right, thanks.
Yeah, this is my little brother. He doesn't like that, but he's my little brother. You are
You have
so
to
I'm
go
used to
there.
it. I'm used to it. I'm used
How
to
is
it.
it?
It's
Thank
all
you
right. I'm used
so
to
much
it.
for joining, all the way from
Yes, yes.
Wolverhampton too. Please, Chidi, spread the word so we can have more people from up north, because we,
Yeah.
yeah, you are up. Is it north? Is it? I'm not very good at
West
geography.
Midlands.
West Midlands, okay, yeah, but we need more people from, and it did come up on our immigration program. There are quite a lot of people out there who need help. Let them know we are here to help. They don't have to be under the radar, okay? We want all of our people to be living in the UK as kings and queens that we are, okay? So on that note, guys, I am going to say it's been amazing. This is the first day of our celebration. We've got how many weeks left now? This is the first 11 weeks. 11 weeks. So please, and we're going to shout out to all our previous guests. If you're listening in from anywhere, we will be calling on you all soon. We'd like everybody that has ever been on the voiceover talk show to please reach out. We've reached out to some of you. Please come in and let's have, some family time together.
Yeah. When you said family, sorry, I just need to nip this in quickly. The month of April, as you all know, we theme our months or our weeks. The themed plan for the month of April. So hopefully our director for programs will tell you, because
Hold on, I'll get it for you.
we're up to 1 a.m. doing that.
Hold on. Yes, so for the
April
is, yes, I know. I've got it here. And when you're frazzled because you've been up all night. Yeah, that's me right now. Okay, so
sustaining families.
Sustaining family module. Parenting millennials would be what we on the
you
first.
got millennials in your homes? Tell us about it. We're going to be talking about the millennials, the young adults, the I know more than you. I'd rather speak with Google because you do not know, and all of that. So please join us the month of April. It is my birth month as well.
Yes, we'll be celebrating. You see, there's a lot of celebrations for Saffron in 2021. So yes, that would be our program for the 7th of April, Sustaining Families, the family module, parenting millennials. The millennials have had a hard time this COVID pandemic.
And the male role model, should we not have? Please join us. It's so exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's week 2. So yeah, okay, brilliant. So that's our April program. You know us, you're going to get the graphics. We like to do pretty. We're going to send out the graphics to everybody. Please share. Thank you so much, everybody on Facebook, for joining us. Thank you, Deborah, for as always you come out and you shine for us. We're grateful. Thank you to Marcia, always here with us. Thank you, Auntie Vicky. Thank you, Yemisi Jenkins, MBE. Bless you. Ollie, thank you. Tolu, God bless you. Chidi and Ife, love you lots. Thank you. And my able CEO, I have no words, just love for you, because somebody asked, where did it start? That's where it started from. Yemi's passion is, it's palpable. I can't, sometimes I can't even keep up, but yeah, God bless you, sis. Love you to bits. And it's 1 year, and honestly, I sit here in awe of myself. We are going to play. I'm going to look for the first one we did, but nobody's allowed to laugh. But we will play it. We will play it because you see, it's really good for you to reflect on where you've come from and see where you are, and that is just to show everybody in our community that it's doable.
You can do it. Okay.
Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. God bless. It's been amazing. See you next week, same time. Bye-bye. Bye, Chi. Bye, Fee. Bye, guys. Bye, Ma. Bye.